Gimana kagak serem bawa cewek yang takut ketinggian ke Torian?
Ini kondisi grup bule sebelum dan sesudah mendaki Gunung Rinjani. Sebelum naik, baju tampak rapi dan bersih. Tapi pas turun, penampilan Mas Bule seperti habis ikut audisi petualangan zombie.
No, don't cry. You can do it. It's kan sekecot. Almost there. Don't mewek.
Pasca terjatuhnya bule dari Brasil, teman-teman, yang terjatuh saat pendakian di Rinjani sempat ditutup beberapa hari. Tapi sekarang Rinjani sudah dibuka kembali. Ada baiknya teman-teman, kita harus lebih berhati-hati sekarang tuh, baik dari lokal maupun di mancanegara, agar memperhatikan perangkat keselamatan ketika kita naik gunung. Sebelumnya, banyak sekali orang-orang Brasil yang menyalahkan tim penyelamat, tim SAR. Tapi ada beberapa orang luar negeri yang malah menyalahkan sang pendaki, teman-teman.
For days, my entire For You page has been about the tragedy that happened on Rinjani and the woman from Brazil, Juliana, who passed away because she fell into, I believe, the crater, or where all of the sand is on the top, all of the volcanic sand, and she wasn't able to be retrieved. And there's a lot of blame being put on the rescue team without considering the circumstances of Rinjani and the terrain and the difficulty of completing a rescue mission on an active volcano and how nearly impossible that can be. Combined with her clear lack of hiking skill, and this is by no means
kurangnya skill dari pendaki.
It's really crucial as a tourist that if you choose to do a hike, even if you know, people complain the tour guides all they want, and they say, oh, but everywhere in Lombok and everywhere in Indonesia you see advertisements, you know, hike Rinjani, hike Rinjani, hike Rinjani. But it's your job to research things yourself. You cannot rely on a guide company who's trying to make a living to tell you if you're fit to do something or not. They don't know you. They don't know your life experience. They don't know your skill level. Could they be asking more questions to better vet people to decide if they should be allowed to go up Rinjani? Sure. Absolutely. But you shouldn't hike an active volcano if you're not an experienced hiker. I've lived in Indo for 6 years. I've been invited by people to hike Rinjani many times. I won't do it because I'm not a hiker. I struggle going up to a small peak. I don't really enjoy hiking. It's not something I've tried to excel at and succeed with in my life. And when I saw how slippery it is,
I just straight into emergency mode, just boom, like I'm picking up speed and adrenaline.
Oh, ini ada bule
I realized quite quickly that
Irlandia dulu
I could die
yang
here
terjatuh.
very soon.
Pengalaman dia yang sempat terjatuh, tapi selamat dia.
Warga negara Irlandia, Paul Farrell, punya pengalaman mirip dengan turis Brasil Juliana Marins di Gunung Rinjani. Pada Oktober 2024, Farrell jatuh dari trek ke jurang sedalam 200 meter di lereng Rinjani. Dia bertahan hidup dan hanya menderita luka-luka ringan. BBC News Brasil berbincang dengan Farrell.
We woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. We started from base camp. We camped out the night before. We got to the top. It was quite difficult, actually. It was kind of it was a different kind of a hike because it's on a volcano. You know, you take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You very much sink into the ground, so the terrain is quite challenging. That was fine. Everything was good. Everything was running smoothly. My shoe, it filled up with little pebbles, so it was quite uncomfortable for me. I decided to take off my shoe, and in doing so, I took off my glove to maneuver my shoe a bit better. The wind whipped my glove to the side of the volcano, and I kind of knelt down to go get it. Then the ground just completely crumbled beneath me because it's a different kind of terrain, you know.
Ngeri.
And then I just straight into emergency mode, just boom, like I'm picking up speed, adrenaline's pumping. I realized quite quickly that, okay, I could die here very soon. It wasn't a vertical drop, you know, it was inclined. So obviously I was trying to dig my nails in, dig my hands in so I could stop my momentum. I made a beeline for a massive rock, like a boulder. That stopped me from falling so much or so quickly, but I was still very much in the danger zone because the ground, as I mentioned, you'll keep sliding and slipping, if you get what I'm saying. I summited the mountain with a French girl who was in our group, and then me and her were on the way back down. When I hit that boulder, I shouted at her at the top of my lungs, like, go, get help, go, go, go. So she ran
Cerita nyata ini bule Irlandia teman-teman. Paul Ferrell yang terjatuh.
Praying to God that I got out of it alive, or at least with like only a few broken bones and intact. I would have taken a broken arm, a broken leg, or all my bones broken. I would have taken that. If I had to make a deal with the devil, I would have said, yeah, break all my bones and get me out of this alive, if you know what I'm saying. Before the actual, our rescue team came to rescue me, there was just a group of tour guides who tried to, make their own rope out of their clothing. They got it down to me. I grabbed a hold of it. They said, do this. In the current state I was in, I wasn't thinking too much, and I wasn't thinking that critically about it. I just wanted to get the hell out of there. So I grabbed onto it, put pressure on it, and the thing snapped.
Langsung putus.
So if I had let
Jadi
my
pakaian
little rock,
disambung-sambung.
my little perch that was on, that was providing me with safety, if I had moved any further, then I would have been gone.
Ini kondisi grup bule sebelum dan sesudah mendaki Gunung Rinjani. Sebelum naik, baju tampak rapi dan bersih. Tapi pas turun, penampilan Mas Bule seperti habis ikut audisi petualangan zombie. Hihi. Sebelum naik, tampak menyepelekan dan bisa menaklukkan Rinjani. Pas turun, mirip baterai HP tinggal 1%, udah nggak bertenaga. Kayaknya setengah nyawanya ketinggalan di puncak deh. Sebelum naik, Mas Bule tampak siap jadi bintang iklan outdoor. Tapi pas turun, malah mirip habis pulang ngarit cari rumput.
Kakinya kebakar, kakinya
Gimana kagak serem bawa cewek yang takut ketinggian, ketorian, pinggirnya jurang. Cuma dikasih satu tali. Udah gitu, mau lepas talinya. Kita ini yang di belakang nolongin ya, juga takut sebenarnya, tapi mau gimana lagi? Udah resiko. Kalau cewek itu panik lepas tangan, bukan dia aja yang jatuh ke jurang, kita juga jatuh ke jurang. Kan kagak lucu ada berita, gara-gara nolongin satu cewek, satu pendaki, 2 porter, 3 guide meninggal dunia terjatuh di tebing torean karena ikut panik nolongin cewek yang panik dan takut ketinggian. Nah, makanya di dalam video kita ketawa ketiwi biar nggak ikut panik, karena satu orang panik bisa membahayakan semua orang. Untuk full versinya lagi diedit untuk di YouTube, tunggu ya kawan.
nggak punya keahlian tapi naik. Ini khawatirnya. Tapi kalau sudah sampai atas, wah, orang bisa menangis ya karena melihat keindahan, kebesaran semesta yang sangat luar biasa ya. Seperti yang terjadi kepada ini pria asing ini yang naik ke Rinjani, setelah sampai di atas nangis, dia tuh nangis. Jadi terbayarkan sudah semua jerih, payah, capek. Nangis kalau sudah di atas.
3726 elevation， 这个牌子还挺。
Tangisan bule di letter E Rinjani ini nggak boleh putus asa di sini tuh letter E ini.
I'm not fucking liar, baby.
Nggak boleh ini di sini tuh. Bule sampai mau nyerah nih nangis.
Don't cry, you can do it.
Don't cry.
Yeah.
Wah,
It's fine. Take a short break. Come on, it's sekarang sekejut. Almost there. Don't mewek.
wah, don't mewek.
Trying what?
Just 1 hour.
Welcome to Regret Hill or Bukit Penyesalan. The hardest.
Nangis dia.
Alright.
It was hard before.
Mewek.
The hardest one. Alright.
Kapan nyampenya ya Allah?
Kapan nyampainya ya Allah?
Udah jam 8 lewat ya Allah. Antriannya panjang ya Allah, kapan nyampe ya Allah?
Wah, kapan nyampe? Kayaknya dekat tapi jauh.
Make video. Say something. Say something.
It was definitely a challenge.
Rinjani memang berbahaya untuk didaki bagi pemula-pemula teman-teman. Tetapi kalau sudah sampai atas, kalian akan merasakan sebuah level perasaan yang berbeda karena di situ ada kebesaran Tuhan Sang Pencipta. Ada luar biasanya alam semesta, kita bisa nikmati, rasakan di situ. Dan tentu saja untuk mencapai di atas itu perlu perjuangan, kerja keras, taruhannya juga nyawa tuh. Bagi pemula-pemula yang tidak pernah naik gunung, yang tidak pernah naik medan berat, jangan dipaksakan lah, karena Rinjani itu bukan untuk pemula teman-teman ya. Banyak orang menyalahkan tim penyelamat, tapi kalian tahu sendiri bagaimana treknya seperti itu. Tadi ada cerita juga Paul Ferrell ya teman-teman, orang Irlandia yang pernah jatuh juga di trek Rinjani, mengatakan bahwa dia itu sudah terjatuh 200 meter. Dia harus berjuang tuh bertahan hidup di bawah sana. Kemudian ada guide, tour guide. Nah, itu dengan beberapa orang, kemudian ada baju kemudian ditali ya, disambung-sambung membentuk tali, kemudian diulurkanlah ke bawah. Yang pada akhirnya tali yang dari baju itu juga putus. Jadi teman-teman ya, kalian harus mempunyai bekal yang cukup, fisik, tenaga, mental harus dipunyai teman-teman ya. Jangan asal ikut-ikutan FOMO ya, apalagi ini Rinjani barusan terjadi seperti ini, pasti banyak orang-orang yang FOMO pengen ikut-ikutan ke sana ya. Jangan teman-teman, berbahaya kalau kalian tidak punya skill tertentu.